Hey guys, welcome back to our Z-Roll, and today is all about the Disney Cruise Line room service. We're going to be sharing with you guys our favorite things on the menu. We're going to be sharing some tips with room service, and also wait till the end because there's a couple items we're going to share with you guys that aren't on the menu that you're going to want to know about.
So this is our first of several different kind of videos we're going to be putting out all about the Disney cruise. We all know that we want to cruise soon, and so we thought instead of like not talking about it, let's just talk about it and actually share some of our favorite things about the cruise and different areas of the cruise, and then we'll actually transfer over to Disneyland after that when we've exhausted the Disney Cruise Line. But thank you so much for all of your comments about some videos that you want to see, and we're going to be collabing on those and figuring out what we want to talk about as well. So without further ado, room service, guys, I have to say that I'm really excited to talk about this today because room service is by far one of my favorite just parts of the cruise. I know that sounds really weird, but it's one of my favorite parts of vacation.
Right, and when we talk about cruising, when we get excited, like, oh, I can't wait for this and this, that's one of the things we talk about is I can't wait for room service.
It's so
which
weird.
Is really weird to think, but it's great. It's a great system, and we're going to share with you guys why.
Yeah.
Because you have to utilize it. And I think every cruise, we don't utilize it enough.
No, I think you can always utilize it even more.
Yeah.
And Lacey, she always gets frustrated with me because it's like 2 in the morning. I'm like, let's order some pizza. She's like, are you kidding me? Seriously, every night on the cruise, it's like super late. You're never really hungry when you're on the cruise, it seems like. You're just always just like, yeah, I can eat, you know?
Right.
And that's how it is with the room service. It's like 2 in the morning. You shouldn't be eating at 2 in the morning, but I'm like, I can order a pizza right now, and let's just go for it. I mean, why not? You're on vacation. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and dive into the room service, okay? So there's actually 2 menus for the room service on the Disney cruise. The first is the breakfast, and Lacey will talk more about that, and the second is just the room service menu.
Right.
So yeah, let's go ahead and dive into that breakfast one.
Yeah, so the breakfast one, you do need to hang on your door, and it has to be out there before 3 a.m. It's really cool because you can see there's times where you can pick your delivery time window, which is super nice. And then, everything is pretty basic stuff. You can pick from juices, there's your breads and pastries, beverages. So if you're looking for a hot breakfast, obviously wouldn't recommend this, but it's really a great alternative if you want a slow morning. And we're going to talk more about that later, but that is the breakfast menu.
And then we have the room service menu, and this is great because it has so much to offer. You're gonna have like your appetizers, your soups, your salads. It's gonna show if it's gluten-free or if it's dairy-free, which is nice as well. Then you have your all-American fare, which you have like your baked macaroni and cheese and crispy chicken tenders and all that good stuff. You got your pizzas, and then you have your sandwiches, and then you have your desserts. And then on the right side of the menu, these are all things that actually do cost money. So everything on the menu that we're going to be talking about is all free. The only thing that is an extra cost is on the right side of this menu, and that's going to be like your snacks, like your M&Ms and the wine, beer and cider, juice and go, like specialty coffees, that kind of stuff. We've never really bought anything except for we did do a juice and go. We did the Get Up one. I got that for Lacey. She doesn't remember it. But we did, but I got that for her after she did a workout, and she really liked it.
I believe that too.
And the cost, I can't remember what the cost was, but it was like a smoothie price. It wasn't like outrageous. So, but usually we keep on the left side, and the breakfast is all free as well. So it's all part of your Disney cruise experience. I mean, you're paying the Disney cruise fee, but yeah, it's all included, which is fantastic. It's unlimited. It's 24 hours as far as the room service menu. 24 hours, guys. Just let that sink in for a moment. We're gonna talk about like our favorite room service menu items, and then we have a couple tips that we want to share with you as well.
So my go-to items that I will get on the room service menu is the chicken tenders. So they come with fries and barbecue sauce, and they are amazing. And I am a sucker for chicken strips. I get them all the time, but these ones are great. And I will get those for my second dinner, if you want to call it that, later in the day. So those are one of my favorites.
And my favorite's going to be the all hands on deck. And the reason why is that you can't find this really anywhere on the ship. So you can find like the pizza, you can find the mac and cheese, you can get the crispy tenders, all that kind of stuff. But as far as this is, like, it's kind of a special room service item. It actually they actually took it off the free part of the room service at a point in time and actually charged for it. And then everyone like freaked out, and so they actually put it back on because it's that good. It comes with all kinds of different kinds of cheese. Like, it even comes with like a Baby Bell cheese, which is great. So you can even take that and like have it for a snack, maybe in the movies or something too. But that's my favorite. Also, like, I mean, honestly, I'll eat anything. I will probably, when I go on a cruise, I'll probably have one of everything on the room service menu. I'm not even kidding. But the all hands on deck is the one that I'll get the most often. And then lastly, like, my other favorite is just the warm chocolate chip cookies and milk, because guys, I don't know like how else to explain this, but just picture this, okay? You come in from just a hard day out at the on sea.
Hard day.
Just tired, you know, so many activities, you're just ready to chill. You go in, you sit down, you turn on the TV, you're watching some kind of Disney, I don't know, some Disney special or whatever, and all of a sudden you're like, oh man, I want some cold milk and some warm chocolate chip cookies. You order it, and it's free. They come up to you and they say, hey, here you go, Mr. Zachman. And you're just sitting there, and you're just eating chocolate chip cookies and cold milk. I mean, it doesn't get better. It doesn't get any better than that. It just doesn't. You're rocking, the ship's rocking. You're just like, this is vacation, okay? But yeah, that's probably my second favorite thing on the menu. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and talk about some tips and tricks that we have found on the Disney Cruise for room service that we really enjoy, and we hope you enjoy as well. But we're gonna kind of start talking about the breakfast.
Yeah, so with the breakfast menu, it's really cool. Like we shared with you guys before, you do kind of have to plan a little bit, so you have to think about it the night before and what you want to order. But if you guys, book like a brunch at Paulo, this is a really good option we did, because sometimes if they're later in the morning, like 10:30, and you just need a little something to hold you over, you can get your coffee or, whatever juices you want, and they've got different pastries, just like a little something to hold you over till you're going to have a massive brunch. So that's one really good thing with the breakfast. And then also, if you got kids, I know some of the things we like to do when we wanted like a slower morning, we get like our favorites and then get Landon like a donut, and just having your coffee ready for you in the morning is super cool. But what are some of the things that we like to order on the breakfast?
I love like just their assorted muffins, and also a bagel, and then we get some cereal, some fruits, cream cheese for the bagel, that kind of stuff. Just a few things just to kind of hold us over, because we love Cabanas for breakfast, because they have the Mickey waffles, and they have like just everything. But yeah, like Lacey was saying, if we're going to brunch for Paula, we'll do this, or just a little bit, just to hold the kids over, especially because like they wake up, they're just starving, and you might not be ready to get out yet. So it is always good to have that on hand. And speaking of the morning time, another tip that we love to do and is you actually order this on the room service menu the night before. Okay, so the night before you order a carafe of coffee. Okay, and what's cool about that, it's in this thermos carafe, and it actually stays hot till the morning. So in the morning, you wake up, you don't have to get woken up by room service. So for example, like the thing about room service, it's great, but man, if you want to sleep in, it's hard, because they'll knock on your door and you wake up, and we've been woken up by room service multiple times, and it's kind of like, it's nice, but also you're like, oh, I just want to sleep more. So this is nice, because when you do wake up, you got your coffee, and it's still warm in the carafe, and that's a huge tip that we've come to love. And especially think about this, you have a veranda or something like that, and your kids are still sleeping, you can walk out in the veranda and have your coffee. No one's being disturbed, the door's not knocked on, so everyone's still sleeping, it's quiet inside. So that's a really fun tip as well.
So another tip we kind of found out on our last cruise with our son Landon was it was really nice to utilize room service if you just kind of wanted to stay in. Like there was times where he was just tired and wanted a nap, so we were able just to order our lunch in our room and just get it delivered there. So that was super helpful some days.
Yeah, also if your kids are just like, they're ready to go to bed, but they're hungry, and you just don't want to go and go up on deck and wait in line for the pizza, or just it seems like when you go up on deck and there's the pool and there's a lot going on, they get more wound up. Sometimes it's nice to get them back in the stateroom, just order some pizza, have them watch a Disney show, and they're just already kind of tuning down, and then put them to bed. So we've found that that's really helpful. Room service is your best friend if you have kids. I'm serious, because you don't even have to leave your stateroom. If your kids are not having it that day or they're just exhausted, it's a perfect thing to have in your room. Another tip, and I don't know if it's really a tip, it's more like just like, hey, it's there, because we didn't really notice this for a couple of our cruises, and that is you can get ice to your room. Okay, there can be ice delivery. So if you want that for your water bottles or whatever, guys, I don't mind drinking water out of the faucet, especially when I'm thirsty. But when you have ice, it just makes it that much better. So I mean, even if you want to do that as well, some of you guys are probably that's disgusting, but whatever. The reality is you can get ice delivered to your room, so don't forget that. And lastly, as far as room service goes for tipping, a good rule of thumb is about $1, maybe $2 per item. We usually do $1 per item. So for example, if we have like a sandwich coming, a pizza coming, and I don't know, your chicken strips. Okay, we'll tip them like $3. You can actually tip them on the receipt. Okay, it's not gratuity is not included, so make sure you do tip. What we usually do though is we actually bring several dollar bills when we go on a Disney cruise. So we end up having like, I don't know, $20, $30 worth of just dollar bills, and that is just for room service. But you can also just go on the receipt as well. But make sure you do tip. I think the first cruise we ever went on, we didn't tip because we just didn't know, and we felt horrible when we found out that you're supposed to tip. I mean, this was like 10 years ago. We were young and stupid, okay? But just, you've heard it, tip. Make sure you tip, because they're banking on that money when they're coming down to your stateroom.
Okay, so now we're going to share with you guys the secret items you may or may not know about that you can get for room service.
Secret items are my favorite, okay? So like In-N-Out Burger, for example, I just order off the secret menu. It's fun to know, and so we're going to talk about it. Now the first secret item on the menu is actually listed on the menu, so it's not really secret, but it is really hard to see. So if you can see right over here, it says above the key lime pie, chocolate chip cookie, all that kind of stuff, it says, please call in stateroom dining for the daily cake selection. Okay, you don't see that, okay? For some reason, when there's stuff that's italicized, I just look over anyway. But there actually is a cake of the day, okay? So I know it's technically listed on the menu, but it's not really advertised very well. So there's a cake of the day. Take advantage of that. They're fun. They're fun cake of the day. It's not like a Costco sheet cake, okay? It's like it's elegant, it's gourmet, it's pretty cool. The second is pie of the day, okay? Whatever the chef is making for their pies, you get that. It's fun. Again, it's gourmet. It's awesome. You're gonna love it. And third is dessert of the day, okay? So this is kind of a random one. Like, you'll just get whatever the dessert of the day. So it's kind of fun. I know it's crazy. It's all desserts, but I mean, we try to do this every time. I'm serious. We get weird on room service. Like, eat so much food, but we're like, we gotta find the pie of the day, the cake of the day, the dessert of the day, and lastly, guys, one of my favorite room service items, and this is actually added to my favorite thing on the room service, is the Mickey bars. Okay, you can get Mickey bars at room service for free. And think about it. When you're in the parks, those Mickey bars are what, like $6, $7?
Probably around
$5 to $7.
Yeah.
I don't know. You'll probably correct us if I'm wrong, but they're around that price range. Okay, and so you are getting Mickey bars for free. I mean, dollar tip, whatever. The reality is, though, that's fantastic. And I'm not gonna lie, guys. There is a refrigerator in your stateroom. I've ordered a few of them before and kind of put them in the refrigerator so I can eat them like the next hour or so in the evening. Okay, that's another tip for you guys. There's a refrigerator so you can put that stuff in there and stock up for your evening, because you want to make sure you don't go hungry when it's 4 in the morning. You got food in the refrigerator. So I'm just saying, guys, that is the secret items of the menu. Now, the thing is if there are more, please let us know. Because we believe this is it, but we could be wrong.
Right.
We've tried to do a lot of research on this. We've hunted high and low through all of our cruises. We've asked people, and this is kind of what we've come up with and what we've know that is legit. But if there's more, let us know.
Well, thanks for watching this today, guys. I hope you got excited, and I know We've been talking, we will cruise again. So like Justin said, why not keep talking about it? We'd love to hear from you guys. Comment down below what your favorite item is that you get on the room service menu, or if you have any other tips for us, we'd love to hear with room service. But you guys have a great week. Thanks for watching, and make sure and subscribe if you have not, and ring the bell so you know our next video when that comes out.
And also look for our next video about the Disney cruise, and we will have fun with that as well. All right, guys, you have a great week. See you guys.
Bye.